Record na lang, Sir JC. Okay na po. Okay. Alright. Sige. Before we start, may question lang ako, no? I just want to ask, sino sa inyo dito ang happy and excited to be here in the office today after ng vacation yesterday? Sige nga, by a show of hands. Happy and nandito. Oh, teka, baguhin ko yung tanong. Sino dito ang happy and excited kasi malamig sa office today kaysa nasa labas? Yan! Yan ang sinasabi ko sa inyo. Okay? So, whether you're happy because you're here or you're happy dahil malamig ang aircon, we just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here today. I think this is... Tama ba? Medyo sudden kasi ngayon lang pina-pull out karamihan, yes?
Yes.
And you know what? Pagka may ganitong mga nagsa-seminar, you can say no naman eh and just continue with your work. But you know what? You saying yes to show up here puts you in a position to win. You know that? Kasi later on, just because you showed up here, you have snacks and sino sa inyo ditong gusto manalo ng raffle mamaya? Patingin nga. Okay? Lahat. O sinong gusto ng cash prize mamaya? Patingin nga.
Kailangan.
I'm not joking. Because you're here, again, you're putting yourself in a position to win. Remember that. So, kayong lahat, can you give yourselves a big round of applause muna? Just because you... Okay? So, by the way, my name is Jeff. And today, what we're going to do is part of our Winland Financial Wellness Caravan. Okay? Ngayon, next please. What can you expect? Bakit ganito? Just 3 things that you're going to learn in the next few minutes. Una, later on, we're going to teach you how can you get your first million by just starting with 500 pesos. You don't believe me for sure that this can happen. Later on, I will show you. Okay? Next, we're going to talk about as well, financial wellness is equals to taking action and being responsible. And last but not the least, kung sakaling makaipon tayo, ang tanong, how can we properly invest naman? Alam nyo ba na may tamang pagkakasunod-sunod ng investing and hindi lang basta kung saan maganda ilalagay? So if this is the first time you heard that, later on, i-discuss namin yan sa inyo. Does this sound interesting somehow para sa inyo? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, next. Now before we start, just a little background about us. My name is Jeff Doolittle. I'm a certified public accountant by profession. And I've been working in Sun Life for 7 years now. Together with me is one of our managers, si Ms. Charlene Dabo. Charlene is a ground attendant for how long?
9 years.
9 years, nasa airlines industry. So probably sa isa sa mga naging flight ninyo, nakita nyo siya. Okay? Baka di nyo lang naalala. But both of us are here in Sun Life now. And what we do is we talk about saving and investing to different companies dito sa Kamanapa. Okay? Ngayon, ang tanong, bakit napunta kami bigla dito? At napunta kami sa Winland. Next slide please. So, this picture was taken noong 2020. This was a Zoom meeting ng pandemic with me and your company president, si Sir Edwin Baino. So, si Boss Edwin has been a good friend of mine since high school. And, you know what? I-chika ko na sa inyo, no? I'm very happy na pumayag si Sir Edwin to gather us all here. You know why? Not all companies allow their employees to learn about things outside ng regular work nila. Tama ba? Most of the time, what do we do pagpapasok sa office? Pasok, do our job, time out. But here's my question. Usapang money, would you say it's important? Yes? Parang hindi sure ah. Usapang money, do you say it's important? Yes?
Yes.
But here's the question. Why is it not talked about as often kayo? Try to ask yourself, when was the last time na may nakausap ka ng seryoso tungkol sa usapang pera? You don't know, right? And that's the reason why we're thanking Edwin and we're thanking you guys. Kasi you're spending time to talk about something very, very important. Not just for you, pero for sure sa entire family niyo. Would you agree? Yes? So, if you say money or usapang pera is important, mag-disclaimer na ako, no? We're not here to sell anything. Okay? So, hindi namin paninda to. Hindi kami magbebenta ng pabango mamaya. What we went here for is to share stories about saving. We're here to talk about investing options. If may mga interns dito, in the future, you would have money. Sa mga employees, maybe we can talk about saan pwedeng itabi yung pera. Yun lang. And then, maybe if you would have questions soon, then that's a totally different meeting na pag-uusapan natin. Pero for now, just to be clear, okay lang ba magkwentuhan na lang tayo in the next few minutes? Are you open to that? Yes? Okay. Sige, good. Ngayon, to start, meron akong tanong sa inyo. Okay. Nakikita niyo ba tong nasa screen? Would you agree dito?
Yes.
Okay. Mainit kanina, di ba? Sino nagkape kanina? Pawis. Oh. Sobrang init right now sa Pilipinas. Ngayon, meron akong trivia question. Next slide. I want everyone to participate here. Ang trivia question ko, ano ang pinakamainit na na-record na heat index sa kaba?
51.
Okay?
51
Is it A, 50, B, 51, C, 52? Okay ha? Raise of hands tayo kung ano hulan yung answer. Who answers A? Sige nga. Meron? A? Wala. B, 51? Raise of hands. Who answered C? Okay? Lahat ng nagsagot ng 52, stand up. Okay. Stand up, 52, 52. Stand up.
Uwi na kayo.
Okay?
Uwi na kayo.
52 is the right answer. O, palakpakan natin yung mga 52. Ngayon, wait. Hindi pa tayo tapos. Merong cash prize yung nakasagot ng 52. Pero, isa lang ang pwedeng manalo. So, paano natin paglalabanan to?
TikTok?
Suntukan siguro. Joke lang. Hoy, recorded ako ha. Baka hindi ako makabalik sa Winland. Gawin na lang natin ito ng very simple, bato-bato pick. Kung sino yung matira, sa kanya mapupunta yung cash prize. Okay? Look for your partner. Sige. I want you to get a partner. Isang bagsak lang. Kung tatlo kayo mag-isang bagsak. Okay? Get a partner ha. 52 degrees. Sino walang partner? Meron ba? Kay Miss Cha na lang. Partner kay Miss Cha. No partner, no partner.
Sir Carl na na.
Okay? Ready ha?
Bato-bato.
Bato-bato pick ha. At the count of 3, bato-bato pick. In 1, 2, 3. Bato-bato pick. Sino yung mga winners? Winner.
Uwi na kayo.
Winner. Yung winner dyan, magharap uli kayo. Pag si Miss Chan nanalo, bahala kayo sa kanya cash prize ko ha. Sino yung winner? Sige, ganun ulit. At the count of 3, bato-bato pick. In 1, 2, 3. Bato-bato pick. Nanalo? Panalo pa rin siya.
Talunin niyo ako, guys.
Sino pa natira?
Medyo.
Si Sir Carlito.
Sir
Wala? Sige, o kayong dalawa na lang. Sige, kayong dalawa. Bato-bato pick. Ay, wait ha. By the way, yung mananalo dito, kayo ni last, di ba? Sa inyo na ibibigay yung cash.
Ayun o.
Okay? So,
So,
hawakan ko ha. Seryosohin nyo pa. Kasi, promise, nakakauwi kayo ng cash prize na yun. Okay? Ready? At the count of 3, sabay-sabay tayo magsabi ng bato-bato pick. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Bato-bato pick! Sir Carl, ba't puro ganun? Parang martilyo yun. Ulit. At the count of 3 lahat tayo, bato-bato pick. In 1, 2, 3. Bato-bato pick! Bato-bato pick! Ang panalo si Sir Carl. Palakpakan naman natin si... Okay? So dahil winner si Sir Carl, ito yung cash prize ni Sir Carl.
Uy!
Ano yung heat index natin? 52 pesos. Palakpakan natin Sir Carl. Sabi ko sa makaka-uwi ka pero jeep lang. Okay? Did you enjoy that activity? Yes? Now eto no, you might be wondering, bakit ako nagbigay ng pera? Ayan, 52 degrees. Guys. 52.
Itong 27.
Mapiprito kapag labas mo yan, di ba? So yun nga, going back, why did I do this activity? And pwede mo itaas, Sir Carl, bakit ako nagbigay ng ganyang coins? Next slide, please. You know what? If I may share with all of you, my financial life started changing because of those 5 peso coins. Okay? Ganyan-ganyan mismo. Okay? Can I share with you a quick story? Yes?
Yes.
2016, so that was 7 years ago. That was the first time I started my first job. So may mga interns dito. Imagine, 2016, simula ako magtrabaho. My first salary during that time, 14,000 gross. Okay? Babawasan pa yan ng, ano mga bawas? Taxes, SS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig. So just try to imagine magkano yung natitira. And bilang isang bagong nagtatrabaho, I wanted to enjoy my money. As we all deserve, di ba? But, you know, one day, during 2016, I can remember this, merong dumating na Pecha de Peligro. Familiar with Pecha de Peligro?
Yes.
Kakadaan lang nung nakaraang Atrenta, di ba? Now, Pecha de Peligro, malapit na, kulang ako ng pera. And what I did during that time, kailangan ko pumasok sa office, Sir Carl, pwede mo itaas yan? I asked my mother for money. Okay? That time, ang nanay ko ay nagbabantay ng sari-sari store. And to cut the long story short, yung pera na binigay niya sa akin, tigli 5 piso at 10 na ganyan-ganyan sa inabot ko kay Sir Carl. Naka-scotch tape.
Yan mismo yun.
Yan is okay?
7 years.
7 years ago. But here's the story, no? While I was going to work, tinatanggal ko yung scotch tape na yan. Somehow, I felt bad. And it was the first time I felt bad about money. Because during that time, habang nasa jeep, what got into my mind was, yung nanay ko magsi-60 na. And yet, here I am, nagsisimula magtrabaho kumita, and I'm still asking for money sa nanay ko na araw-araw, nagbubukas ng tindahan ng 6:00, magsasara ng 10:00. And I don't know if I just felt bad, somehow felt ashamed, embarrassed of myself. But during that time, this was what I told myself. Ayoko na ng ganito. I told myself during that time na this is the last time na gagawin kong pabigat ang sarili ko pagdating sa pera. Let me be honest with you, that was who I was 7 years ago. And since that time, the decision that I had was this. Whatever the amount na pwede ko simulan itabi, I'll set it aside. Whether it's 50 pesos, it's 52 pesos, 100 pesos, basta meron nakatabi para hindi ako nanghihingi. And that's where I want to open up about this seminar on money. You know, all of us here have been working or about to work, we'll all earn money. But let me tell you this. All of us here, we have financial goals. May gustong mabili, tama ba? Yes? Next slide, please. If you have financial goals in life, it's never about how much money you make, but how much you keep. Okay? And you might be thinking right now, Sir, parang madaling sabihin yan. Eh, yung sinasahod ko nga dito, hindi ko na mapagkasya. Kulang pa nga, walang natitira. Paano ako magkikip ng pera? Tama ba? But, meron akong question for all of you. Next slide, please. All of you, yung mga nag-work dito, no? Can I see yung mga hands na nag-work na? Employees? Okay. I want you to imagine right now, today, magde-declare sa email, all Winland employees, magde-declare ng salary increase. Oh, how would you feel with the salary increase? Happy? Yes? Question. Pagka nadagdagan ang kita ng isang tao, usually ba tumataas ang ipon niya?
Hindi.
What usually happens?
Mas dumadagdag na yung finances. Expenses.
Mataas ng pa sa flip.
Tumataas ako sa living. Tama yung sabi mo, sir. Nag-expand yung expense. Hindi ko rin naiintindihan. Dati naman kasyang-kasya yung sinasahod ko right now, pero nung lumaki yung kita ko, bakit parang sumunod? Eh di kulang uli. So ano mangyayari? Magsa-salary increase ulit. Happy with the salary increase? Yes? But what again happens? Does the savings increase? Hindi, di ba? So what am I trying to point out? saving money is yeah, it's about magkano kinikita mo, but it's more about habit. Can everyone say habit? Okay, twice as loud. Everyone say habit.
Habit.
Sasanayin yung sarili na kahit hirap, merong itatabi. And mind you, sa una, sobrang hirap niyan. Yung inabot ko ng 52, hirap na hirap ako yun sa kanya. Joke lang. It's going to be hard, okay? Let's be honest here. Hindi madaling mag-ipon. But if we want to change the way we're handling money, we have to change the way we treat money. Would you agree? Yes. So, again, it's about habits. Now, here's the question. Kailangan ba malaki yung iniipon ko para lumaki yung pera ko? Eto na. What if I tell you that you can earn your first million by just setting aside 500 pesos per month? Would you believe me? Some say yes. Most would say no. Now hear me out. Let me explain this. 500 pesos per month, in a year, that's 6,000 pesos. Okay? If ang 6,000 pesos would be invested, I guarantee you, there would come a time that the 6,000 pesos will become 1 million. Paano? Next slide, please. I want to show you this. Okay? So, itong nakikita nyo sa screen ninyo, ang tawag dito ay index funds. Okay? Index funds, to make it simple, imagine, lahat ng mga top companies sa Pilipinas, pinagsasama-sama. Anong mga top companies? Jollibee, SM, ano pa? Ayala, Winland. Magkakasama yan lahat, okay? And then, yung group of companies, ang tawag sa kanila, index. Ngayon, yung index na yan, ipapublicize, sasabihin, oh, what's your name, sir?
Mark.
Sir Mark, etong index na to, gusto mo maglagay ka ng pera? Pag tumubo ang Jollibee, SM, kung magkano yung porsyentong tubo nila, kasama pera mo. Are you following kung paano nag-work yung index? That's how simple it works. Ngayon, here's the question. Lahat ng mga top companies, palagay nyo, taon-taon kumikita? Yes? For sure. May times na nalulugi din. For sure. Pero, generally speaking, pag tinotal lahat yan over the past years, kita yan. Paano mapapatunayan? 20 years ago, ilan lang ang Jollibee na makikita mo? Konti lang, di ba? Dumami. It means they're growing. It means if you're going to put your money with them, will it grow or will it lose long term? It will grow. Yun yung itsura ng pag-i-invest. Ngayon, let's just take a sample dito, no? Siguro, gamitin na lang natin itong 9% na return. Ilang years yan nakalagay? 20 years. Sabihin natin 9% na lang, huwag masyadong ideal. Alam niyo ba, ang 6,000 pesos per year, 500 per month lang, if invested at 9% per year, tapos ipinag-open mo ng account yung baby, okay? Kakapanganak lang. Alam mo ba pag nag-retire siya, yung 6,000 na magiging 1 million? Let me prove it to you. Paano? I want you to take out your cell phones right now. May mga cell phones kayo. Sige nga, can you take it out right now? And then open your calculator. Sige nga, open your calculator. Everyone, kung wala kang phone, check the phone ng katabi mo. Okay, naka-open na yung calculator. Yes. This is what I want you to do. I want you to type 6,000 times 1.09 equals, ano lumabas?
6,500.
Okay, isa na yan. Papunta tayo na 60 years old kasi yun yung retirement, di ba? Multiply mo ulit ng 1.09 equals 7,128. Pag pinindot mo yung equals ulit, magkano na? Oo. Nagtuloy ba?
Hindi. 7,700.
Hindi nagtutuloy ng tuloy-tuloy ng equals lang.
Hindi.
7,700. Okay? Sa iba, nasundan nyo ba? Try nyo ulit 6,000 times 1.09 equals, multiply nyo ulit ng 1.09 equals, and then tutuloy-tuloy yun natin. Okay? Sino na yung nasa 7,000, yung pangatlo? Can I see yung hands nung nasa 7,000 na? Okay? 7,000? Sige, ganito gawin natin ha. Stop kayo sa 7,000. Pangatlo, count tayo. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hanggang umabot tayo ng 60. Okay? Sabayan nyo ako magbilang ha. Click natin yung pang-apat. So, 4, 5, count with me. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, click. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 1, 2, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Magkano yung laman?
1,006,187.
Magkano nilagay natin?
Okay.
6,000. 1 million na yung laman. Sa mga nakagawa ng activity, what am I trying to point out? Again, it's not about the money lang ang pagsasave at pag-invest. It's about how much you set aside. 500 pesos per month. Are you following the activity? Yes?
Yes.
Now, meron lang akong gustong i-reveal. Alam nyo ba na kapag mas maiksi na yung panahon na meron ka, hindi na 6,000 ang kailangan mo ilabas. Mas malaking pera na kailangan mo ilabas. Based on the computations I did bago ako pumunta dito, if magsisimula kang mag-ipon ng ganyan ng 20 years old, ang kailangan mo ng ilabas na pera, 40,000 na. Pagka, sino dito 30 years old na? Ikaw yun! Huwag kayo aamin, pero if you start ng 30 years old, alam mo ba na 80,000 na kailangan mo ilabas? And let me tell you this, every single day that you will tell yourself, I cannot save right now, kulang pa, is every single day na pinahihirapan mo yung sarili mo tomorrow. Kasi by that time, mas malaki na kailangan mo ilabas. And sometimes, it would have been too late already for you to have money by the time you retire. And that's scary. Okay? So, again, saving, investing, it's not just about money. More so, it's also about timing. The earlier you start, the better. Kasi next slide, I want you to read this all together with me. Basahin natin at the count of 3 in 1, 2, 3. Best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago.
The second best time is now.
It starts now. If you want to start saving and investing, any amount will do. Okay? So, next slide. Ito yung next question. Sabihin na natin na, oh, Sir Jeff, sige, gusto ko na magtabi ng pera. Willing na rin ako mag-invest. Saan ko maganda ilagay yung pera? Okay? Ay, yung picture, maganda bang i-invest sa ilalim ng kama? Okay? Hindi tutubo yan dyan. Now, usually, where does a typical person place their money? Next slide. Bank. But you know what? Alam nyo bang delikado mag-place ng pera ko sa bangko?
Yes.
Why do you say yes?
Um,
Ano yun? Sorry? Sa'yo na itago. Pwede. Pero, yeah, lahat ng pera natin nasa bangko malamang. Pero why is that? To put all your money in the bank? Yes.
Gaya kasi sir nung nabanggit last time ni Sir Jason na imbes na tumubo is parang mas lalong lumiliit siya throughout years dahil sa interest.
Correct. Hindi tumutubo ng malaki yung pera sa bangko. That's one reason. Pero alam nyo ba, may mas malala pang reason kung bakit pangit maglagay ng lahat ng pera sa bangko. You know what's the reason? Ang pera sa bangko, madaling mahugot. Would you agree? Sino dito nakasubok naman na mag-save up? Can I see some hands? For sure. Nasubukan na. Ngayon, may nakita ka sale. Gusto mong bilhin. Nakaipon ka naman na anong gagawin mo doon sa ipon mo?
i-withdraw.
Withdraw, pull out. And then what happens to your savings?
Wala, zero.
Ubus ulit.
Back to zero.
Now, just to clarify, I'm not saying it's bad to put money in the bank. Ang bangko, ang gamit niyan, ease of access. Madaling makuha, mapasok ang pera. But, if you're thinking of a 5-year plan, a 10-year goal, pang retirement, most of the time, hindi nakakaipon ng malaki sa bangko kasi ang daling mawithdraw. Okay? So, what's the advice that we give? Look for accounts na ang plano is mid to long term ang setup at withdrawal. Ulitin ko next slide. Look for accounts na medium to long term ang setup ng account. To put it simply, nag-open ka ng account para mo sinabi, Ma'am, Sir, bigay mo sa akin after 5 years na. Huwag mo ilalabas hanggat di naka 5 years. Palagay nyo kung may ganun kayong account, makakaipon kayo ng malaki. Yes? Palagay nyo kung may ganun kayong account, would it be nice to have as well? Kasabay ng bank account niyo. Yes? So, my point is this, you don't have to choose. You just have to open a bank account and then open another account na medium to long term ang setup. Now, how does this work? Okay lang, I show you an actual example. Yes? Next slide. Okay. I want to show you an account of one of our clients. Itago na lang natin siya sa pangalang Mitch. Si Mitch, nag-open ng account in Sun Life 5 years ago, 2019. Okay? Nung chinek namin yung account niya, bago mag-January, we're both surprised to see na nakaipon siya ng 100,000. And you know, nung 2019, Mitch has been working for around 6-7 years already. Ang trouble niya, I can't see a 6-digit na laman sa account ko, sa any of my bank accounts. Bakit? Simply because ang dali niyang nawi-withdraw. But my question is this, kung makakakita ka ng account mo, ganyan ang laman, would you be happy about it? Yes? Everyone would be happy. But the question is, would you be willing to set aside money na 5 years from now mo pa makikita? That's what you call delayed gratification. Okay? You can do it with food, you can do it with items, you can do it with money as well. And again, we're not asking you to save 1,000 per day, 2,000 per day. You can start with as low as 50 pesos per day. As long as you save. Are you following this still? Yes? Okay pa naman so far? Yes? Okay. Sige, next. So again, save money and money will save you in the future. That's our guarantee. Okay? So, here's the next question. Baka lahat na nakikita nyo sa screen so far are theories, ideas lang, but in the next few minutes, what we want to share with you is an actual story of someone who struggled with saving as well, but today was able to reap kung ano man yung pinag-ipunan niya before. So guys, palakpakan naman natin si Miss Charlene Dabu. She'll be doing the next part of this seminar about her story.
Hello! Ayan. Thank you so much everyone sa pagbigay nyo ng time sa amin ngayon. And I'm Charlene May Dabu Ignacio. You can call me Cha. So I'm a mom. I have a 4-year-old daughter. And I'm an entrepreneur. And also, I'm still an employee of a remote job. And at the same time, I'm a Sun Life field manager. So recently lang to nangyari. And later on, this is coming from my personal experience. Lahat na sasabihin ko sa inyo. So I hope na may share ako sa inyong inputs or kumbaga based on my personal experience para at least on your personal journey sa pagsisave is ma-apply niyo po siya. Okay? So okay pa po tayo, no? So, alright. So let's start. So nabanggit ko nga po kanina, I was working in the airport for 9 years. Actually, I gave up my career or my kumbaga airport or airline career for 9 years just recently, just last January. So I started working po at 2015 and I'm earning 13,000 monthly. And by this time, actually, ang 13,000 po nun ay taxable na. So hindi lang SSS Pag-ibig ang tinatanggal sa sahod natin. nung 9 years ago, meron na po talaga siyang tax. So, minsan ang take-home pay ko lang is every cut-off is only 5,000, 5,500. So, hindi ko rin alam kung paano ko siya napagkasya noon. So, later on, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung journey ko. And then, nag-start ako working sa airport. Para kasing pagka narinig natin, di ba, airport, napakaganda naman ng trabaho, parang ang laki ng sahod. Pero in reality, 13,000 lang. And sa airport is, hindi siya, normally ang mga staff po doon is hindi siya direct airline sa umpisa. So, magsa-start ka sa agency. After ng agency, may agency pa ulit. Yun yung tinatawag nating ground handler bago ka makapasok sa direct airline. So, I was earning 13,000 but still, I'm living in a condominium by this time. So, this picture, I'm with my friends. So, nagdo-dorm kami because the airport is in Pasay. So, I'm from Valenzuela City. So, hindi ko kayang mag-everyday commute. So, 2 hours kasi yun, and then pauwi mo 2 hours pa. So, nag-dorm ako sa Avida. At hindi ko alam kung paano ko nagagawa yun sa 13,000 kong sahod. And, ayan, nakakalabas pa ako every weekend with my friends. Samgipsal, ramen, ganyan. So, nakikipag-date pa ako, which is by the way, my husband right now. And, ayan.
Sana all.
So, 9 years ago. So, nagagawa ko pa lahat ng gusto kong gawin. Kumbaga, every weekend, lumalabas kami, party-party, ganyan. Isipin natin, 13,000 lang yung salary natin. Salary ko by this time. And nagagawa ko to lahat. Pero ano yung nakalimutan ko? Nakalimutan ko kung mag-save. So, after 1 years, nabanggit ko nga, meron pang agency. So, doon ako nag-start sa parang hindi ko alam kung third party. Parang kasi yung ground handler sa airport, may agency pa siya. So, nag-start ako dun sa agency na yon. After a year, na-hire ako dun sa direct ground handler. So, tumaas yung salary ko. After a year, tumaas na naman yung salary ko kasi na-hire ako ng direct airline na. Which is, I stayed there for 7 years. So, nung tumataas, kagaya nga nasabi ni UM Jeff kanina, habang tumataas yung salary natin, tumataas din yung cost of living natin. Parang, yung hobby ko lang before, nung I was earning 13,000, is kumain sa labas, makipag-date, night out. Pero nung tumaas yung salary ko for about 25,000 to 30,000, I was traveling internationally and domestically. So, nagawa ko siya, pero nakalimutan ko again, is mag-save. So, ayan. This one, nakapunta ako ng China. This one is a Great Wall of China. Parang, kung titignan mo, no, nakapag-ipon ako lahat ng memories. All these pictures, very Instagrammable, di ba? So, Indonesia with my friends. I traveled Hong Kong and Macau by myself. And still Indonesia. Having 25,000 to 30,000 salary. Kaya ko naman mag-travel by this time. Nag-aabang lang ako ng mga piso sale, ganyan. Sa Cebu Pacific. Sinong mga nag-aabang ng piso sale minsan doon? Ayan. So, nung una, nung sumasahod ako ng 13,000, domestic lang punta lang ako ng Ilocos, punta lang ako ng La Union. Pero nung tumaas yung salary ko, tumaas din yung goal ko sa buhay. Gusto ko maka-travel internationally. So, eto na yun. Nag-travel ako and then may nakalimutan pa rin akong gawin. Which is to save. So, next. And then, what happened is, nag-close yung airport because of pandemic. So, actually, it was 2019, late 2019, until 2023 po, sarado ang airport. Or, sa amin lang din, Air China, kasi ang airline namin is super higpit talaga. So, syempre, China nang galing yung COVID. So, wala kaming, nag-work ako sa Air China, wala kaming flight. Si Air China ang, tawag dito, kumbaga sa national or flag carrier ng China. So, wala talagang sasakay na from China going to Philippines. Kaya wala talaga kaming flight for 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23. 3 years, almost 4 years because of pandemic. So, ayun, lahat tayo nung pandemic is, kumbaga talagang kayo, ano nangyari nung pandemic? Talagang may mga na-depress, may mga tumigilang mundo, paano gagawin natin? Paano tayo mag-work? Sa mga employee po dito ngayon, nasan kayo nung pandemic? Natutulog.
Kulong.
So wala di ba? Nasa bahay lang tayong lahat. Wala tayong magawa. We cannot control of what's happening in the world. Kasi worldwide yung pandemic eh. So lahat na stop, mga work, businesses, airport, sarado. So anong gagawin ko by this time? I don't have my savings. Wala lahat. Ang natira sa akin is credit card bills. Sa lahat ng ginastos ko, sa mga travels ko before, ayan. So, umalis na ako sa dorm ko noon, nung pandemic, syempre, umuwi na ako sa amin, wala kaming work. And then, what did I do nung pandemic? And then, pandemic happened at the same time that I just started my own family. So, imagine, nagpakasal kami, may baby kami, tapos pandemic, walang work. My husband and I, walang trabaho. So, anong ginawa po naming mag-asawa? Nag-start po yung aming hustle, kumbaga. So, nag-start kami, just one, kung nakikita nyo itong car, parang, nung pandemic, sino nakakalala ng mga car trunk surprise? Ayan, so parang nag-ano pa si Jessica So about it. So, nauso po siya, and then nag-start po kami nag-deliver lang kami ng mga products or yung mga, since yung mga tao, hindi kasi makalabas. So, ang ginawa namin for deliveries, nauso yung ng pandemic. So, we have a car naman, sabi ko sa asawa ko, post nga tayo sa social media, sa mga groups, yung mga online palengke, mga ganyan. So, kami ang bumibili ng mga goods or food para sa mga tao na hindi makalabas. So, binabayaran nila yung service namin, deliveries kami. Doon kami nag-start ng pandemic. Until naisip ko, sabi ko, hindi makalabas yung tao kasi hindi rin sila makapag-celebrate ng birthdays, ganyan. So, ang nangyari is, nag-come up kami with this idea. Ayan, nagkaroon ng Max Surprise, which is yung part-time surprise nga. Wala kami ganitong background before ng work, pero hindi rin namin alam, may mga nagbubuk talaga, may mga nagtitiwala. So until then, nagkaroon na ng birthday backdrop surprise, na kami lang din mag-asawa yung gumawa. And then habang walang mga bookings dito, ang ginawa is, nag-live selling. So, yung mga nag-live seller dito, meron din akong background before sa live selling. So, ayan, ang dami binenta. Nagbenta ng sombrero, bags, shoes. Siyempre, wala tayong magawa eh. Kailangan natin kumita. So, from yung single ako, parang 360 talaga na bago eh. Kailangan mong kumilos. So, before, travel lang, gala-gala with friends. And then, syempre, sinubok tayo ng pagkakataon, pandemic happened. And we really need to do something about it. And then, ito pong bahay na to is nag-start, actually, hindi ko po siya bahay. So, ang nangyari dito is, meron akong friend abroad na parang, sabi niya, "Cha, bumili kasi ako dyan ng condo sa Philippines. Ikaw na lang kaya mag-design." So, ang ginawa ko, sige, magkano naman yung commission ko dyan? Sabi ko sa kanya. Tapos yung binayaran niya ako ng 20,000 pesos para lang ma-design yung condo unit niya. And nag-start ako dun sa friend until nag-post ako sa Homebodies. Yun ang mga members ng Homebodies dito. So, ayan, sa Facebook. And then, dun lang ako nag-browse kung ano yung mga ideas, yung mga bahay, ganyan. And then, I posted there yung naging result ng design ng condo unit. And then, maraming nag-comments dun. Tapos, nagpagawa na rin sila or nagpa-design na rin sila sa akin ng bahay nila. So, it was just, parang ang saya kasi parang dun ko nakita nung pandemic yung, meron pala akong ganitong skills na magagamit. And then, at the same time, while doing those, I was a live seller sa Panther. Since nag-create ako ng Facebook page before, it's Maggie of Robin, nakita nila yung page ko. And then, they decided na gawin akong ambassadors ng kanilang gaming chair. So, ako po yung nag-live selling before ng kanilang mga gaming chairs. So, I looked for other multiple source of income. Ito yung pinaka ginawa ko nung pandemic. Kasi ang dami kong utang doon eh. So, paano ko mababayaran yun? Nag-stop yung work. And then, anong gagawin ko? Ito yung unang step for that. Look for other multiple source of income. And then, next, please. And while doing those, I paid all my debt. So sa lahat ng ang daming nagsasabi sa akin, dami mo namang ginagawa. So paano mo na gagawa yan sa isang araw? Of course, kailangan ko magbayad ng utang. So, and then I finally learned how to save. So, ayan na yung time na sabi ko, kailangan kong baguhin kung ano yung nakasanayan ko before nung nag-start ako ng work. Kasi 9 years din yun, imagine na nasa airport ako. And then I didn't save enough money. Kumbaga, ang na-save ko lang is pictures, memories. And then, hindi natin namamalayan na may pandemic talaga mangyayari sa buhay natin. Hindi man siya pandemic, pero what if, nung time na yun, parang naisip ko, actually, nung ginagawa ko tong slides na to, parang nasabi ko sa sarili ko, I was lucky pa. Kasi hindi ako nagkasakit. Hindi ako nagka-COVID nung pandemic. What if nagka-COVID ako, hindi ako makakapag-work? Paano lahat ng utak ko, mababaon lang siya, or magkakapatong-patong ng mga interest? So sabi ko, what if I'm not that lucky enough? Paano yung mga taong puno ng utang and then hindi sila makagawa ng other source of income? Paano nila mababayaran? So, next that is I plan for my retirement, which is, yun nga, kumuha ko ng life insurance. And my financial advisor by that time is UMJF until now. And I made sure that my family has an adequate health and life insurance. So, yung anak ko and yung asawa ko, may health card, meron kaming health plan and health insurance. And now I am preparing for my child's education. So, from my younger years, kumbaga nung single ako, up to now that I'm a mom already, ito na yung prioritize ko. And yung learnings nung before na wala ka talagang na-saving. So, sana ko kukuha, hindi naman ako pwedeng humingi sa parents ko by that time. Of course, may mga pinagdadaanan sila. So, I need to make sure na gagawa ako ng paraan sa situation ko. Kasi yun lang yung control ko. Hindi naman natin makakontrol eh. Yung pandemic, hindi natin siya mapapastop. Next please. So, pwede po natin basahin to lahat.
When you can't control what's happening, challenge yourself to control the way you respond to what's happening. That's where your power is.
Yeah, so, of course, kagaya nga nung nasabi ko kanina, hindi natin, kumbaga yung pandemic, yun lang yung example ha. Pero yun nga, what if merong sickness na nangyari? Or hindi natin makokontrol kung ano man yung mga mangyayari. Pero kung ano man yung kaya nating i-control is kung paano tayo mag-a-act dun sa situation na nangyayari sa buhay natin. So, I hope na meron akong kumbaga na bigay sa inyo based on my experience. And tama nga yung sinasabi ni UMJF kanina, hindi kasi siya actually about how big is your income is. It's about the habit or yung discipline natin kung paano tayo makakapag-save. And who am I today? I am a newly promoted manager candidate po ng Sun Life with my mentor UMJF. And right now, of course, nakapag-travel pa rin with my family, pero inuna po namin yung inuna namin magtayo ng sarili ng business namin. It's a small business and right now we were able to buy our new house. So from those experiences talaga, actually hindi ko na nalagay dito lahat ng hirap ng mga times na pinagdaanan yun. Pero eto na yun eh. So kumbaga sana kahit pa paano meron akong na-share sa inyo na apply nyo rin habang kayo ngayon ay nagsa-start mag-work, mag-save tayo pa unti-unti. And, ayun lang. Thank you so much.
Alright guys, para pa natin si Miss Cha. Thanks, Cha. Was that a very good story that inspired you? Yes?
Yes.
You know what? When I check itong slides na to, ang masabi ko, it's never easy to admit and be responsible about your financial. All of us definitely may point in time na hirap sa pera. And I would say what Cha did right now, openly talking about it and how she overcame it. It's something that's very commendable. So again guys, palakpakan naman natin si Cha sharing that story. Okay? Sige. So our point in sharing that story is again, we just want to let you know na it's hard. Money, it's not talked about always. Ang hirap makaipon, pero kung gagawan ng paraan, mapapagtagumpayan. It's not just for me, it's not just for Chuck. It can be for each and every one of us here working, about to work pa lang. And that's the reason why we're doing these kinds of seminar. We hope to encourage as many employees as we can. Masabi man lang na hindi hopeless case ang pera pagdating dito sa Pilipinas. Okay? So, we're about to end already with our session. Bago ko ituloy ito, no, kasi ito na yung last part, can I ask everyone to raise your right hand muna? Sige nga. Raise your right hand. Pakitapik mo yung nasa kanan mo. Sabihin mo, friend. Sabihin mo, friend. Mag-iipon ka na ba? Pakitapik mo yung nasa kaliwa mo. Sabihin mo, friend. Una ka kaya? Okay? Everyone good? So, eto na. Final question for everyone. Nakapag-ipon na kayo lahat. If you will have 1 million pesos today, where will you invest? Sige nga, have you ever thought of this? Saan maganda maglagay ng pera kung may 1 million? Sige, any suggestions?
Business.
Business? Anong business?
For me, food business.
Food. Okay, may food business dito. What else? Coffee shop, pwede. May narinig akong aircon kanina. Sino yung sabi aircon business? Sir, bibili ko sa'yo ha, pagka aircon business. Aircon business, what else? Apartment, very good. Something that I like as well, apartment. Any other suggestions? 1 million, hawak mo na ngayon. Ano yung una mong naisip paglagyan ng pera? Real estate. Of course, walang lugi sa real estate. Pares. Diwata. Nag-invest ka. So, we have our own preferred investments. Tama ba? Pero, may tanong ako sa inyo. Alam niyo ba na may tamang pagkakasunod-sunod ng pag-i-invest? Have you thought of that? Or have you yes? And this is what I want to show you. No? Ang pag-i-invest, most of our mentors, ang analogy yung binibigay nila is para ka magpapatayo ng bahay. Okay? Bakit? Pagka magpapatayo ng bahay, hindi naman pwedeng bubong muna bago yung lapag, di ba? May tamang pagkakasunod-sunod. Okay? Ngayon, paano ba nagpapatayo ng bahay? Ano ba yung tamang pagkakasunod-sunod? Planning. Next slide. Siyempre, ginugel ko. Hindi ko alam kung paano yung tama, di ba? Now, sabi dito, no? Ano yung unang step?
Building site preparation.
Building site preparation. Wala ngang sinabing bumili ng buhangin, bumili ng semento. Build site preparation muna. And then what's next?
Pouring the foundation.
Foundation. Pinaka, ilalim muna. And sa isang bahay, anong pinakamatibay? Exactly. From there, sunod-sunod na yan. Tsaka, paaangatin ang isang bahay. Now here's my question. What if hindi matibay ang pundasyon ng bahay? What usually happens? Gumuguho. Have you seen buildings or houses na gumuguho after ng konting calamity lang? Alam niyo ba na most people ganyan din ang nangyayari sa pera? You put your money in a lot of things that's seemingly good. Konting calamity, ubus ang pera. And that is why we want to share with you, we think you know this already, ang tamang pagkakasunod-sunod na pag-invest is called, next slide. Ayan, tamang pagkakasunod, next. Yeah! Guys, by the way, are you learning so far? Yes. That's what we're talking about. Sige, thank you.
Here.
Ayan. Ayaw na niya mag-flash. I think ito, di ba? Okay. So, taga, isuzoom ko lang natin. So, yung picture na yan, i-reveal ko na sa inyo, it's what we call a financial pyramid. Okay? So, the simple idea of a financial pyramid is, if you're going to build up your finances, pera, tamang pagkakasunod-sunod, just like how you build a pyramid. A pyramid or a house, ang gagawin mo dyan is you build yung base muna, and then paangat ng paangat ng paangat. Just like that. Okay? Ngayon, medyo blurred siya, pero in this pyramid, what I want you to focus is, itong pinaka-ilalim. It's called defensive investing. Okay? Bakit inuuna to? Kasi kung titingnan nyo, itong offensive and all other investments, andyan yung mag-i-invest ka ng real estate. Andyan yung mag-i-invest, have you heard of the stock market? Andyan yun. Ano pa yung mga investments na naririnig mo? Negosyo? Andyan yun. Malaking tubo sa bangko? Andito yun lahat. But again, if you're going to start with that, and then something bad happens, usually an emergency. Ano usually nangyayari sa mga pinundar?
Wala, naubos.
Pinagastos, binibenta. So try to imagine right now, what if the business that you have been dreaming of, what if the real estate that you have been working for, pinag-ipunan mo, you have to sell just because nagkaroon ng isang pagkakataon na may na-emergency sa family. How would you feel? Sad. Tama ba? And usually, how long do we work para makabili ng isang piece of property? 10 years? 20 years? 30? 1 hour life. But does it happen? The reality is yes. Okay? And next slide, I don't know if you would agree with me. The most common instance na nakakapagpabagsak sa pera ng kahit sino, may nagkasakit. Would you agree?
Yes.
Anyone here na may kakilala na nagkasakit, mga naipon, naubos? Maybe you know someone, maybe it's in your family mismo, maybe it happened to you, actually. But the reality is this, we're all healthy right now, one day, it's inevitable, we will get sick. So hindi na tanong kung magkakasakit o hindi. Ito na lang siguro ang tanong, sino magbabayad pag kami nagkasakit? Do you want to pay for the hospital bill? Sana hindi, di ba? Pero kailangan. My advice and encouragement for all of you, look for a company, usually insurance company, sila ang pagbayarin nyo ng hospital bills. Sila ang pagbayarin nyo. Okay? Next slide. And I want to show you how much does it cost magkasakit sa Pinas. You know what? This is sad because when you hear friends, kung meron man kayo from other countries, they say, sa amin, sagot ng gobyerno. Sa amin, may magko-cover. Sadly here, yeah, may PhilHealth, pero is PhilHealth enough?
No.
Never enough. Never enough. If someone would get sick in your family, kahit hindi ikaw, heart problem, 1M, ubos. How much would PhilHealth give? 50, 60, 100,000? Where do you get the 900? Are you following the reality here? So, our point, look for pwedeng paglagyan ng pera wherein makakaipon ka kasi yun yung usapan naman talaga eh. Ipon. Pero pag nagka-emergency, sila din ang magbabayad. That's what you call an insurance company. And by the way, usually when we hear of insurance companies, anong naiisip natin? Patay. At hindi ko na magagamit, ako yung namatay eh. Yun lang. For security, that's the good side of it. Usually, when we hear insurance,
Depende sa type ng insurance.
depende sa type of insurance.
Not necessarily na hindi mo magagamit yung insurance.
Exactly. So that's the new kind of insurance. You can use it already. Your family can use it, not just you. So, next slide. Of course, we're from this company. That's why we want to promote our company as a good insurance option. Kasi Sun Life has been here for 129 years already. And personally, nung kinakwento ko sa'yo na may 52 pesos ako yung binigay ko kay Sir Carl, when I started saving, this is where I put my money before. I had to research kasi hindi naman ganun kalaki pera ko eh. Ayoko rin naman, bias aside, hindi ko kayo sasabihan maglagay sa Sun Life before you do your research. Okay. You're going to put out hard-earned money here. I would highly encourage you, do your own research first before you put money here. But if I were to speak on my experience lang, our experience, 129 years, good to put money there. Matibay kasi. Okay? And next, siguro to end our sharing, we just want to show you an example. What's the difference if you're going to put your money in a regular bank account versus you're going to put it in new accounts ng mga insurance companies right now. Okay? And the example that you're seeing on your screen right now, try to imagine this. What if you have 50 pesos per day? That's how much in a month? 50 times 30 days? 1.5. Correct? 50 pesos per day. If you save it in a bank account, how much do you have in 1 year? 18K. May tubo yan. 1% or less. So pag bukas mo ng bank account mo, yung 18K mo, merong 18,018 pesos. That's the bank account. Okay? But when you put your money in an insurance company, let's just make it simple. Hindi mo siya mawi-withdraw agad. Kasi accounts in insurance companies, sabi ko kanina, it's for mid to long-term goals. So you put the money here, put a little bit of money here, pero your money earns and grows. Long-term, pagka withdraw mo for your retirement yung pera, magkano laman, no? Magkano to?
292,000.
292,000. 10 years. Tama ba? 10 years ba? Ay, 15 years. Imagine, ilang taon kayo right now? Ito na lang, yun nandito, hindi sasagot yun nandun eh. 23. After 15 years, you're just 38. Hindi pa retirement years. Pero imagine, may mahuhugot kang 200 plus thousand. Okay na may mahuhugot? Yes. But how much did you set aside? Just 50 pesos per day. Now here's the question. Nag-ipon ka na dito, nag-ipon ka na dito. What if we get sick? Pag nagkasakit ako, magkano mawi-withdraw ko dito? 18,000. Yun ang laman ng account ko, di ba? You know what? When you get sick here, magkano ang illness benefit dito?
500.
Kalahating milyon. Yung ipon mo, nandyan pa rin. Hindi mawawala. Pero if you get sick, Sun Life will pay you 500,000. Ibayad mo sa hospital. Again, ulitin ko when you get sick, yung ipon mo, when you open your account, kasi may mobile app yan, parang mobile banking, you see, you have 200,000, something. Bigay ka ng medical cert sa Sun Life, you got sick, they will pay 500,000. Again, this is the kind of account that we want to open up with everyone. Whether you're working, not yet working, most of the time, nami-miss out ng maraming tao. Usually, they think insurance is mahal. Insurance, you can't use it. In summary, if something happens to you, Sun Life pays. If you get sick, Sun Life pays. If nothing happens to you and you're saving, you withdraw money. Walang talo long term. So overall, that's the picture of having an account with an insurance company. Clear naman yung idea nito, yes?
Yes.
So, next slide. Actually, we're done already. Siguro before we move forward sa ating survey and raffle, do you have any questions in mind? Sige. Right now, it's already almost 12, sakto. Any questions or clarifications from what we discussed? Go ahead. Now's the time kasi di namin alam kung kailan tayo ulit makakapagkita-kita. We want to make the most out of this chance. Sige na. Yes, Sir Mark.
Sir, ang nabanggit nyo nga po kanina, yung sa ipon na kanya is sabihin natin na 300,000 and nagkaroon ng sakit or may disgrasya, yung loan na, ay yung binigay sa'yo ng company or ng insurance company ay considered as loan ba yun or may something na
Ibabox sa ipon.
hidden cash na mga
It's your benefit. Cash ibibigay sa'yo, not a loan.
may parang ano pa yan,
Parang-
nangyari sir, may goals lang na meet para mabigyan ng ganun or wala naman?
Okay, wala. That's the beauty of getting an insurance account. Let me share with you a story. We have a client na ang ikinuha niya, tatay niya, hindi sarili. 3 taon naghulog, ganyan. 1.5, 1.5, 3 years, so that's 18,000 times 3 years. Edi, naubos na yung brain cells ko. 54,000 yata. Tama yung math ko. The father got sick. Yung father, may HMO. May health card. Nabayaran lahat. Pero dahil may Sun Life siya, yung 500,000, binigay pa rin siya in cash. Okay? Now, siguro, this is a good opportunity to differentiate. Tinatanong kasi, ba't ba kukuha ng ganyang health? Eh, meron namang health card. Meron namang PhilHealth. This is the difference. Health card, PhilHealth, pambayad pag nasa loob ka ng ospital. Pag lumabas ka na ng ospital, yung pambayad ng gamot, hindi covered ng HMO. Yung therapy, hindi covered ng HMO. Ito pa, paano pag hindi ka pa nakapasok? Where do you get your money pang gastos? That's where health insurance comes in. Ang other term sa health insurance is health fund. Kasi ang PhilHealth, binibigay sa ospital. Ang health fund, sa'yo, Sir Mark, ibibigay. So, going back do sa story ko, nakuha niya yung 500,000, gumaling yung tatay, pinambili niya ng motor. Okay yung papa niya eh. Pero ganun, yeah. So to answer your question, it's not a loan. You get the benefit in cash because you're an account holder with someone. Na-answer by question, Sir Mike. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Ano name niyo, ma'am? Sorry. Lourdes, ma'am.
Sir, regarding din doon,
Yes,
sa
ma'am.
reimbursement,
Yes.
tawagin sa insurance.
Yeah.
So, magbabase lang po ba sa kung ano yung nagastos sa ospital, yun lang ang i-reimburse ng Sun Life?
Or Okay.
fixed
Or fixed yun na yun, as
500K.
illness worth 500,000.
You can answer, yeah, you can answer.
Actually, kung ano po yung nasa coverage talaga natin. So, yun po talaga in cash ang ibibigay sa inyo. For example, kumuha po kayo ng life insurance and you have 500,000 critical illness coverage. And then yun po talaga yung bibigay sa inyo in cash.
So, regardless of expenses.
Yes,
sa
regardless.
Hospital.
Yes.
Basta covered nung
Nasa
sickness.
coverage. Yes.
For example, yung sa heart, sa
Yeah.
lungs,
Yes.
mga ganun.
Yes.
Ibibigay nyo.
Yes, po kagaya nga ng example ni UMZ kanina na for example, ang confinement or yung hospital bills po natin by the mini client, for example, ay is 200,000 lang. So, si Sun Life, since yun po yung coverage na nakuha ninyo for your health insurance or with life insurance coverage, so makukuha nyo yung 500,000 in cash na buo. Hindi po siya nakabase sa magkano lang yung hospital bills natin.
Pero, ilan po bang mga critical illness yung covered na?
Depende sa plan
Yes, it
that you will
depends.
get. So, may basic plan that covers 36 na usual na sakit. There's special plans that covers 114
Yes.
illnesses.
What if merong parang disability yung pupunta? Is
Papa-approve.
there any parang exemption or parang
Possible. Possible na magkaroon ng exception. So, if I may share, we have a client again na meron silang history ng breast cancer. Kumuha siya ng plan, merong bawas na benefit pagdating sa breast cancer. Which is nakakahinayang. All the other benefits, makukuha. So, what we're trying to point out, insurance, pagka healthy, it's easy to get. But if you're unhealthy already, even if you want to shell out 10, 20, 50,000 per month, sometimes mahirap na kumuha.
sa kampanya?
Yes, go ahead, Ms. Lourdes.
Meron po ba kayong medical? If ever, kunwari, kukuha sila, do you conduct medical sa mga kumukuha ng insurance? Or may constability year tayo
Yeah, yeah.
na tinatawag para ma-assure na healthy yung kumuha ng insurance?
Okay. Ang unang question ko is, may history ba ng sakit si client? Kung wala, no need for any medical. Kung meron, yes, may requirement na medical.
Pero
So,
merong duration na 1 year.
Okay. Contestability yung
Yeah.
question niya, Ms. Lourdes. Ang duration is 90 days.
90 days lang.
Alam mo, nag-apply ako today, May, ano ngayon? 2. June, ay, buong May, buong June, buong July. August, pag nagkasakit ako, makaka-claim na ako. Pero pag within 3 months, hindi pa. Yun yung tinatawag na contestability. Bakit merong ganon? You might ask. The company protects itself from fraud. Because there are applicants who apply for millions of health insurance, pero they conceal yung sakit nila. We encountered the case. Applied for 15 million coverage. After a month, claimed na may cancer. So, ang mangyayari doon, the company will investigate. If found na may inilihim, hindi rin magagrant yung claim. So, going back, good question yon. 90 days, okay na, you can claim.
Kasi agent ako ng St. Peter. So, sa St. Peter, 1 year contestability sa plan before ka ma-insure. Kasi may insurance din naman sila as part na insurable ka pa. So, kaya nakakita.
Taga saan kayo, ma'am? Kamanaba?
Hindi mo, Bulacan.
Bulacan. Taga Bulacan siya. Baka gusto mo maging Sun Life advisor ng Bulacan, okay? In the future. Kasi ano na to, shameless plug. We're looking for advisors na ganito yung ginagawa.
Actually, sir, nag-try ako nung nawalan ako ng trabaho kanina.
Ah,
Pero sa ibang
company.
insurance.
Yeah.
Pero, yun, parang hindi ako.
Yeah, it's okay. Pero, yun, we're looking for people na magko-conduct ng ganito. Kasi honestly, kung dalawa lang kami, hindi namin kaya. Pero would you say valuable yung naging discussion natin about saving investing?
Yes.
We want to do this to a lot of companies pa sana. Kaya we're looking for people to apply as financial advisors. This is our work. Aaralin namin to, prepare, present to people. Yun ang trabaho ng isang financial advisor. So yun, taga Bulacan.
Tanungin, may sweldo daw po ba?
Wala. No salary. So, ang work namin, para kaming consultant. Parang may PF lang kami. If we have clients, we get paid dun sa PF. If wala. So, we're okay with part-time applicants. Just like si Chuck. You have your full-time work, and then on the side, you do this. That's okay.
The question,
Yes.
needed din na pumasa ka sa insurance commission
Yeah.
for the licensure?
Kasi may lisensya to ng government. Parang PRC license, di ba? Dito, insurance commission.
So, may tanong pa ako.
Yes.
Sige na.
Halika na, lumabas na tayo mamaya. Tuloy natin sa labas yung usapan natin.
Hindi. Kasi may nakapagsabi kasi sa akin na once na hindi ka makapag-produce or result as a insurance passer, tatanggal yung
Yeah.
license mo.
That's true.
For example, 1 month lang.
Hindi. Hindi naman. 1 year.
At 1
Usually
year ang ano niya.
1 year. Kasi siguro, ang question ko dyan, if you're going to come in here dito sa work, sa Winland, you don't work properly for 1 year, hindi mo na deliver your reports mo, can the company remove you? Just the same. It's the same idea. Usually when you think of sales, parang, kasi may sales dito, di ba? Quota. Same lang naman ng back office. Kasi before, ang trabaho ko sa bangko. Back office ako. Ganun din, kung 1 year ako hindi nag-deliver ng documents, reports ko, sisibakin din ako. It's just a different kind of job. Pero, yeah, 1 year naman. Di naman 1 month. Grabe naman yung 1 month. 1 year.
Months lang daw, sir. So, parang yun, one aspect na na-discourage ako, na parang nag-effort ako. Pero, syempre, hindi naman din ganun kadali yung
Yeah.
work na papasukin. Tapos biglang, ay, gawin yan, agad. Sugi naman agad. Parang gano'n. So, parang, masasayang yung effort ko kung ganun lang yung timeline na, parang, para makita yung performance.
Yeah. Siguro another time, malamang we'll talk about it para you can research more about Sun Life, yung working terms ko sa kanila. Okay? Pero for now, siguro one last question before we... Guys, yung raffle, oh. Ito na, oh. Alam kong ito hinihintay niya, tsaka yung pizza pa natin, lumalamig na, oh. Sige, one last question before we go to our last part. Saving, investing, any question?
Ang curious lang po. Like, kunwari yung sa pinakita nyo kasi kanina, like 18,000 a year.
Yes.
What if, kunwari, tuloy na kunwari, na-short kami or something. Like, pwede ba bumaba yung hulog namin sa 18,000 or pwede rin namin siya taasan?
Pwede bumaba. Bababa lahat ng benefits mo.
Pero sir, parang
Ay.
sa bangko po ba yun? May maintaining?
Yeah, meron din.
Okay.
Meron din yan. So,
Parang
Sige.
pero yung...
Sundatan na natin yung tanong mo, sir. Meron din bang lead time yan na parang, for example, sa St. Peter, hindi mapo-forfeit agad yung,
30
time
days.
mo. 30 days lang.
Palugit.
So, meron kang 30 days.
Ah.
So, ngayon, hindi ka nakabayad. The following, before mag-30, kailangan makabayad
Tulog.
ka na.
Pag hindi ka nakapagbayad, mapuputulan ka ngayon ng benefits. Okay? Halimbawa, kuryente, pag di nabayaran, putol. Pero, pwede naman magpa-reconnect ng kuryente, di ba?
Yes.
Pwede rin magpa-reconnect ng insurance.
So,
Kakabulin mo lang ng
reinstate
hulog.
ang tawag.
That's called reinstatement. That's the thing. Pwede siya. You don't have to worry.
Kasi
You can
minsan din,
catch up.
syempre, as mga kabataan, di ba?
Yeah.
Parang wino-worry nila na, ay, what if hindi ako makabayad? Ang kaya. So, masasayang na lang ba yung lahat ng nahulog ko? For example, naka 5 years ka na. Tapos, hindi ka nakahulog. So, parang ang iniisip nila, sayang yung 5 years na hinulog ko. Tapos,
Hindi
wala
naman
akong
naman po ba
mabibenta.
i-instate?
Pwede naman mag-catch up. Hahabulin mo lang. And, just the same. Ano name mo, sir?
Jo Marie.
Jo Marie. Pwede ka magdagdag Jo Marie. Kung eventually tumaas din gas income mo, pwede ka magdagdag ng hulog. Ang mangyayari, yung future na mawi-withdraw mo, lalaki.
Sir, tanong ko lang, since nabanggit mo po na kapag pwedeng magdagdag, it means mag-upgrade din yung plan na innovate namin.
Okay, good question. Pag nagdagdag ka in this particular plan, it's called an insurance and investment, ang lalaki yung investment.
So, lalaki yung parang savings mo.
Pero what if gusto magpalaki ng insurance?
Pwede naman.
You get another plan.
So, hindi
Another
another
plan.
Second
yung,
option.
para,
Isang pag lumaki yung insurance, hindi pwede, hindi rin lalaki yung investment.
So parang ang gagawin mo is nag-open ka ng bank account number 1. Open ka ng bank account number 2, same bank. Bank account number 3. Kasi pwede naman multiple accounts sa BPI halimbawa. Diba? Ganun din dito. Pwede multiple accounts.
so pwede rin sa isang insurance ng ano ba?
Sir, I think cut na daw po muna. Tatawag na daw po.
Okay. Sige, stop ko na muna to. May bibigay lang kaming ipapa-fill up na form bago namin i-dismiss. Okay? Sige. So guys, may give out lang kami na form. Siguro, sorry sir, can we ask for kahit 2 minutes na lang para ma-fill up lang tapos we'll end ulit.
Get one daw and
Sige.
pass.
Thank you.
Kailangan po i-fill out para makasali sa
Yan. So guys, sorry tayo ay na-extend. We just have some questions na we want you to answer. Okay? So ganito guys, no, since na-cut na tayo, we want to discuss more pa sana about investments. Pero since kulang yung time, what's going to happen is this. Expect na after this, kukontakin na lang namin kayo ni Miss Cha separately, and then magsiset tayo ng schedule na lang ng 10 to 15 minute na call.
Yes.
Mag-set kami ng video call sa inyo para mapakita yung mga itsura ng accounts. Paano tumutubo, paano nagwi-withdraw, on a separate time slot. Okay? So, pa-fill up na lang ng details dyan. And then if you can answer some of our survey questions. Yung una, what's your personal financial goal right now? So, if saving, may bibilhin ka, you can write it down. Pangalawa,
Sa health insurance,
about insurance, kung meron kayong gustong dependents, halimbawa, hindi lang kayo yung gusto nyo may benefit, sino yung top 3 na gusto nyo isama? Halimbawa, pag nanay ko nagkasakit, sana makaklaim siya. Tatay ko, kapatid ko. Pakilagay yung top 3. And then last, if you're going to save right now, how much is your budget? 500 per month?
Sa mga
1K per month? 1.5 per month? Okay? Sige. 2 minutes guys, please fill it up. And then, yung mga mag-fill up, dyan natin kukunin yung ira-raffle na. Ballpen.
Ang tanong mo yun.
Sir, sumunod. How na ba Xerox dati?
Raffle.
Pwede pa stop na.
Ay, sure.